right, so welcome to Manchester School of High School Class of 2018 Presidential Debate. Today we'll be hearing from the incumbent, Maggie Thornton, right there, and her challenger, Nick Vachon.
Yeah.
First, each candidate will present a speech, then I will ask them questions that will have to come from students and the staff of MST High School. Elections will take place on Thursday, June the 1st. Maggie, as the incumbent, you can choose whether you would like to speak first or second. You may go first.
All right. I am ready to go. Hello, everyone. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nick Vachon, and I'm running for president this year. Today, I want to explain to you my intents for what I can do for you all moving forward. But before I begin, I want to ask you a crucial question. In any land or country, who is the king? I want you to think about that throughout my speech, and I'm going to answer it at the end. So to start, I want to be honest with you. Change is really hard. For drastic change, there needs to be teamwork, and for there to be teamwork, there needs to be a team. And then that withers down to you, the individual. You all do things your own way. You all have your own mindsets and ideas that brought you to your point today. Except my unique way to handle things has finally built up to the point where I can stand here and try to make a change. You might have the same ideas or mindsets as me, but you might be a little nervous to come up here. I am. I was too nervous of rejection for a long time to actually come up here and talk to you guys, and I'm glad that I can finally come here today and do that. As president, I want to be able to hear you, I want to see you, and I want to understand you all. If any of you have a skill in your CTEs, I appreciate that, and I believe in what you can do for the future. Everyone here has their laughs and their good times, but it's only when reality is faced that we finally see the true challenge. Some of us see that challenge, and some of us don't quite yet. And the challenge is life. All right, life beyond school, life beyond senior year, the purpose of life. All of us, like I said earlier, have different views on every situation, and life is this topic right now. And as president, I want to try to guide my peers towards success and towards a wonderful life. Life could be working 40 hours a week at a store. It could also be winning the lottery, but that's just luck. A lot of people think that life is to get rich, but rich on what exactly? Rich on life. It comes back to the main question on what exactly life is. So, the answer ends in what you think, but I'll tell you what I think. Life's purpose is to pass my knowledge and my being on to the next generation, no matter how I do it. Making others' lives happy and setting the world up for success. So now I'll come back to the main question. Who is the king? The king isn't the ruler of the land. The king is the young within the land that hold our future in their hands. And guided correctly, these young will provide a bright future. I am among them and you are too. We are all the king and we are all each other's leaders. We hold our future for our elders who set up our future for us, and now we will set up our future for our children and our children's children. We hold that burden. I'm here for you, and I understand the common problems of the school, like the Wi-Fi or the scheduling, whatever. But life beyond our senior year is what matters, and I want to guide you through that next year. So thank you, elect me, and I'll guide you on this journey of life coming after our senior year.
Maggie, your turn.
I've been president of this class for 2 years, and I have loved pretty much all of it. It's so much fun, and I love having the honor of being able to be your guys' voice. Since day one, I've been coming up with fundraiser ideas and just so many events. And through my leadership, we've raised $1,000 to go towards prom. So that is pretty great, I think. So not every idea, though, has gone over quite well. Sometimes, most of the time actually, my ideas have been shot down by administration, whether it's against the rules or because it's too difficult for us to do. I don't think that our ideas are too difficult for us to do. We're the class of 2018, and I think that we should be able to, drive a path for everyone that follows behind us. we need to be the best senior class that will ever graduate. And I hope that you guys see that through my leadership, I can help us become that. We have exactly 180 days in our senior year to become the best graduating class. I hope to plan our fundraisers again to raise for graduation, prom, and senior activities, like a senior trip. If we can do this, if we can work together, if we can strive to be the best class and have the greatest school spirit, we'll be the most remembered senior class. We'll leave a legacy. Not sorry. Forget like the first graduating class, like that was great, but it's our time next year. I hope that you guys will extend me the honor of being your voice during senior year again. Thank you.
Now we'll move on to the debate portion. I will ask a question and you will each have 1 minute to respond. Rebuttals will be allowed at my discretion, and the first question will go to Maggie. Maggie, what is your vision of leadership, and how would you determine if you have been an effective leader or not?
Well, my vision of leadership is someone who takes everyone's ideas into consideration and brings it forward to the people who are considered to be in charge. It's also being able to effectively kind of influence in a group so that you can not only get your own vision for what the group should be, but also what like everyone else thinks that the group needs to do. Have I been an effective leader? I don't know. I think leadership is measured not by what you think you are, but what everyone sees you to be. I try to ask people, you know, how they think I could be better, what they think like I'm not doing correct. Everything is not as to what my perspective is, it's to what your guys' perspective is. So, I mean, I hope that you see me as a good leader. Yeah.
Nick, same question. What is your vision of leadership, and how would you determine if you are an effective leader or not?
My vision of leadership goes off like a web, where if I was president or the leader, I'm the center of the web, and around the web are all these other leaders. Like I said earlier, we're all each other's leaders. We all have our own knowledge, right? Whatever your ideas or your ethics are, you can project to me, and I'll try my hardest to pass that on to everyone else who doesn't have that knowledge. The way I know I'm a good leader is that from anywhere from video games to cosmetology to like auto technician, if I'm getting students from all over the place who's asking me questions or has ideas and they're comfortable with coming to me, then I know that I can be a successful leader. I know that people trust me, and I know that I'm capable of being a leader and being that center of the web.
All right, Nathan, this is your question first.
Okay.
What challenges have you seen this year that you would like to address in the MST High School that might make for a stronger community?
I believe that the school's spirit is very lacking, and I feel like that is for the reason that people feel like the events aren't really their thing, you know what I mean? They can't show spirit in a way that they don't show spirit. So I believe that if we were to do something that everyone could participate in their own way, then the community itself would be happier and higher lifting to every student in here. That's all I have to say about that question.
Okay, thank you. Could you maybe repeat it for you?
No.
Okay.
I think one of the main problems in this school is that the classes are divided. I mean, you have student council who like does their own thing, and like all the class officers don't like student council. Student council doesn't like the class office, and Interact is kind of like in the middle. They're like, we're just doing community service, and we see that you guys don't like each other. Everyone's stepping on each other's toes. As senior president, I want to unite every single student government in the school so that we can have a huge just leadership council at MST. No other high school does that. And also the class spirit. When we're trying to do fundraisers, we don't get a lot of help, and that's mainly some of the reasons why our fundraisers don't work out quite as well as we hope. If we can get school spirit up, that would be amazing. And other problems I see, students are not quite nice to each other. As seniors, I hope that we can kind of direct like the freshmen, the sophomores, and the juniors into the right way where everyone is kind of more accepting and nice to each other.
All right, Maggie, this is the last question, and you're the first to answer. What is going to be your main focus this next year, and how are you going to approach it?
My main focus for next year is really just, as I said in my speech, making us like the best class that has ever graduated from MST. And for doing that, I want to do fundraisers, I want to do events, and I want to make it your guys' year. However, I can do that through bringing up like event ideas from you guys, project it to me so that I can project it to Ms. Machado. Having some fun activities, like it's really your year. So whatever way I can make it into stuff that you guys want to do, that's what I'm going to do.
Nick, same question. This is the last one. What is going to be your main focus this next year, and how are you going to approach it?
My main focus is to guide my fellow peers into life beyond our senior year, whether it be college or you going into the field that your CTE provided knowledge for you to go into. What I want to do, my biggest idea was to get an organization together where people who feel comfortable with their skills and their CTE or personal skills will come together, and we're going to make a giant project. Video production and auto tech and cosmetology are going to work together. Everyone will work together on this giant project that we can all put around the school and be proud of and leave our mark on 2018 as, you know, the millennium. You know, a lot of us were born in 2000, I think, right? Close?
No.
No? Well,
1999,
I was, and that's the new millennium. We need to like really step it up and, you know, make this new 1000th year something to be proud of. And I feel like this class is very hopeful, and I want to bring out your skills, you know, for the coming years to come.
We would like to thank both of you guys for coming today. We just want to remind the juniors in this room and who are watching this video that elections are taking place on Thursday, June 1st, and you may vote for Maggie Thornton or Nick Vachon. Thank you.
Thank you.